Hi friends, once again we are back with another reaction video for the movie. Wow, this is section 375. So trailer reaction of section 375, and this movie stars Akshay Khanna. So this is not Akshay Kumar, it's Akshay Khanna, and he's Vinod Khanna's son. And you've seen some of his movies.
Oh yeah, Vinod Khanna. I've seen.
Not Vinod Khanna, Akshay Khanna's
okay.
movie
Yeah,
also.
probably
seen.
yeah.
And I think the last that you saw was Mom in Sri Devi's movie, where
Yes.
Sri Devi was there and he was also in there. I don't remember if he was playing good guy or bad guy there.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
He was a good guy, right?
Yeah, policeman who was
Yeah,
good,
he was a policeman who was after catching something, yeah. So he's a really good actor, Akshay Khanna. I've seen his movies, and all his movies he acts really well. But for some reason, he came as a hero, but he didn't stay for a long time, and then he just disappeared from the Bollywood. But now it looks like he's back and he's doing some good movies. Not sure what this movie is about. And okay, this stars also Richa Chadha. Chadha, right?
Yes.
And I think the director is Ajay Bahl. And this movie I think is releasing in September 13. Now is it this year or next year? I don't know. So hopefully I think this year.
Yeah.
And it says section 375. So when I look at that, the first question I had was, is this a movie, about Jammu Kashmir? Because that's section 370. So I was confused, and when I saw this, I was like, wow, they made a movie so fast about Jammu Kashmir section 370. Yeah. But then he told me, no, this is something else. So I don't know what this is going to be about. So we'll watch this trailer and see. But there was another movie, Article 15, that you've also watched. And that had, what was his name? I keep forgetting his name. Anshuman Khurana. And that was the movie about a village where 3 girls go missing. And then 2 are found hanging on the tree. And the 3rd one is still missing, and he's going to look around to find out what exactly happened and where that girl is. So really a good movie. That was nice. You liked it too.
Yeah, it's very good.
So yeah. So this also is named similarly, like it says section 375. So do you know what that is?
No,
375. Okay. So we don't know what that is, but probably some law or something. So without talking much, let's watch this trailer and then we'll give our reaction.
कब हुआ था?
सुबह 11-11:30 बजे।
कितने लोग थे?
1।
असॉल्ट से पहले सेक्सुअली एक्टिव थी?
नहीं।
जब रिलेशन हुआ था उसका?
बिना उसके कोई आदमी रुकता है क्या?
Inspired by real life cases.
फिल्म निर्देशक रोहन रवि खुराना ने एक पिछड़े वर्ग की जूनियर कॉस्ट्यूम असिस्टेंट अंजलि वासुदेव डांगले का रेप किया।
Tell me all the facts. मैं यहाँ सब बता दूँगा, लेकिन कोर्ट में कुछ एक्सेप्ट नहीं करूँगा। उन्हें कैसे प्रेजेंट करना है वो मेरे पे छोड़ दो। मिस्टर डांगले, आप मिस्टर खुराना के कमरे में गई क्यों थी?
मेरे को जबरदस्ती लेके गए थे।
उठा के, धक्का दे के, खींच के, कैसे?
Objection, badgering the witness.
Fingernail scrapings are considered conclusive evidence, जिसमें तो fingernails का section खाली है।
Objection, डिफेंस काउंसिल अंजलि डांगले की इनर थाइज की इंजरी मार्क्स की बात भूल रहे हैं।
They could be marks of aggressive sex.
डिफेंस काउंसिल के पास कहानियां तो बहुत सारी हैं, पर एविडेंस के नाम पर कुछ भी नहीं।
इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद तुम वापस गई रोहन खुराना के घर, वो भी 2 बार अकेली।
She was not expecting to be raped, Your Honors. According to section 375 of the IPC, consent और permission दोनों जरूरी हैं।
आज एक बार फिर मुंबई एकजुट हुआ है अपनी एक बेटी के लिए। अब देखना यह है कि इस देश की जुडिशरी क्या हुक्म बनाती है।
ये एविडेंस टेंटेड है और ऐसी टेंटेड एविडेंस किसी भी कोर्ट में अलाउ नहीं की जा सकती।
सिर्फ टेक्निकल ग्राउंड्स पे ये केस जीतकर कैसा लगेगा? You think justice will be done?
We're not in the business of justice. We're in the business of law.
आपकी इसी सोच की वजह से मैंने आपका चेंबर छोड़ा था।
Business of law.
Thank you.
Don't never ask me that question.
But the man is a convicted rapist, Tarun. कि आज के माहौल में it's not correct to defend him.
Convicted rapist का constitutional right है कि उन्हें proper legal defense मिले। case is a classic example of a woman using as a weapon the very law that was made to protect her.
So the movie is really intense, I would say, and it is based on true stories, true cases, as they're saying, and it's sad to see and say, yeah, this is happening. And I mean, they're showing this Akshay Khanna in as a bad person because he's a lawyer, but he's defending a criminal. And as they show in this trailer, this criminal or rapist, I should say, he has confessed or to his lawyer. He's told everything. He said, I'll tell you whatever happened truthfully, but I'm not going to confess or tell anything in the court. So that, in other words, he's saying that though I've committed the crime, I've done that, I'm going to say that I am innocent. I'm being wrongfully put into the situation, or wrongfully, what do you call that? Wrongfully? Can't find that word. Accused, yeah, wrongfully accused. So it's so real. I mean, guys, if you look at, you read the newspapers and all, you see that, people, kids, boys of influential families who are rich or who have political, parents or something like that, political connections. Those people, they do this and they get away because they can afford good lawyers. And these lawyers, because of their tricks, that they can find loopholes, and because of those loopholes, they can get these criminals, out without being punished at all. So that is exactly what seems like is happening in this movie, in this trailer, where even though he knows Akshay Khanna, and I'm wondering why he took that role. I mean, it's such a negative role. He is ready to defend him and protect him and show that the person who's actually gone through, this girl who's gone through so much, he is embarrassing that girl in front of the court. And then in the end, where he says that, this will be a really good case to give an example of a girl or a woman, taking unfair advantage of Section 375. And okay, there might have been some cases where some girls might have taken, wrongfully accused, but I don't think that would be that many. There would be a handful or maybe one or two of those cases. And that's sad because then, the actual people who are suffering, the girls that are suffering, they have to deal with situation like this where the lawyers are taking advantage of those facts and these girls are not able to get, justice. But really intense, and it makes you think, and it makes you feel angry. I am upset looking at this movie, just watching this trailer, because this is something so unacceptable.
Right. So, I mean, when I looked at the trailer, right, there are a couple of things. I think the writer is trying to motivate the people and bring a cause in society.
Yeah.
And saying that, look at this and look at the complexity of the issues. Look at how they're also trying to teach about what the Section 375 is so that everybody knows what Section 375 is.
Because we didn't know, now we got to know.
The other thing is, they are, if you watch carefully, the many points they are bringing forth. When the girl comes in to report that issue, the person who is doing is a male guy. So it should have been a female sub-inspector or female inspector.
I didn't
right? So the
realize
female sub-inspector, inspector, that should be taking such kind of cases. So if somebody comes to report such a case, then it should be a female who should be noting it down, putting it across, and then asking the question.
There was
so that was one
female,
flaw.
but there was a female behind, and that female is not. He's not.
Yeah.
I think,
so they are showing a female constable over there, but the guy who is taking the report is wrong. It should be a female taking the report.
there.
That's the one thing.
That should be the right of the woman.
It should be.
One
so
should
that
say.
is one should. The other point is,
I need a female.
Right. The other point is that they are showing the strength and courage of this girl who has to repeat this stuff so many times
and in
with
open
so
public.
many people.
So many people.
So in a courtroom, many people are sitting. That is true. It can be a closed court, but it showed that it's
It
open
wasn't.
court. So she has to repeat that stuff. She has to answer so many things in front
Very
of
embarrassing questions.
thousands. So what they are trying to tell you, they are trying to tell you, be strong,
Yeah.
be bold, be powerful. If something like this happens to you, you can't just sit back. You need to come forward. You need to fight it out. You need to ask for your rights. You need to motivate people. And as you saw, the public was getting motivated.
Yeah.
The public was with
supporting her.
And they are also showing the complexity in such cases where how do you prove that something happened. The other point is, the other lawyer, the Akshaye Khanna lawyer, seems to be intelligent, and then what he is trying to show is that law is blind, or the judicial system is blind. Everything is based on facts. You have a fact, that guy will win. So if you don't have a fact, it's not going to win because you're putting up a story. You need to show facts. So he is also right in showing that, and that's how it should be. It should be based on facts. But what the author is trying to show is it's so difficult in these cases to prove wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for her to prove the wrongdoing. So now by educating people on 375, showing them the hardships, they are trying to make people intelligent. Right? Be aware that this will be the problem. Be aware that you don't get into this. Be aware. And be aware of what? If you have a daughter, then from day one, maybe send her to do karate,
Yeah.
to do self-defense,
Self-defense,
so
some
that
kind
she
of
is
self-defense.
she is strong and she is confident and she can defend herself. So
And not only that,
Yeah, right.
this is also, bringing awareness that you need to support your daughters and let them know that if a situation like this happens, we are behind you. Because generally what happens is, when this happens, the first thing that in the girl's mind would be that I need to be quiet because my parents, they'll be embarrassed, or my family will be embarrassed, or what are people are going to think bad about us or me. What will they think about us? And those kind of things. So you need to let them know that no, it's not your fault. You're not at fault. You did not do anything
it's
wrong.
okay to come forward.
And you need to come forward and make sure, you need to fight and make sure that these people, these culprits, these, I would say these are demons of the society. They need to be punished. And it is really, really tough, as you
Right,
can
so
see.
that is,
But you
because,
need to be strong.
Yeah, by showing this movie, they are trying to say that it's similar to the Me Too movement that's going on
Oh yes,
in the
yeah.
US.
Not only US, in
Yes.
India also
India,
it
yeah,
started.
so it started
but I
here.
don't know it, but it's cooled down there.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
started here, but
And
the
then it
point,
came to India
so the
also.
point of that was that if something bad has happened to you, you come forward.
Don't be
and
quiet.
if everybody comes forward, then you can win this.
Yes.
And so very good movie, very good way of educating people in empowering women and showing that you need to fight for your rights, and also showing the complexity and the difficulties that will come in your way, but a very positive and very educated movie, something that educates you, very good point that they are bringing across. I think the people who created it, they are really trying to do good in society, trying to say, okay, this is a problem in a country,
And we need to fix
and to resolve this problem, let us make people aware.
Aware.
And of course, they are making everybody aware, including men who will say, hey, this is not.
Of course, men will also not
we
be
are not
aware.
like this, so who the hell are these people? So it's a very, I think, very nice movie.
Yeah, definitely a very nice movie. And they've also brought about very strong points that, about lawyers, that there are good and bad lawyers.
No, I mean,
So-
this movie is not about a bad lawyer. That guy
He
is
is
saying, they are trying to show you that in real life, when you go, you will have
Have
to
to
face
deal with it. Yeah,
this
of
kind of
course.
stuff. But
Yeah.
the lawyer, they are not showing, doesn't look like they're showing a guy who's greedy.
He's-
They are showing a guy who is very sharp.
He's sharp, but
very intelligent, and he's saying, I have taken a case now this, and I'm sharp, and I'm going to use everything that is
that
there
is in
in
my
law
power that I do
for my benefit.
Even though I know that he
Yeah.
is
So he's saying,
is a culprit.
yeah, he's saying if you have the guts, you prove it.
Yeah, but unfortunately
Right?
they don't.
I mean,
And generally,
yeah. So, I mean,
generally,
yeah.
the person who's suffering will not be that
No,
strong
I
and
mean,
prove-
they are trying to show that I'm intelligent,
Yeah.
I'm going to use the law to my advantage, and then it
But
is the
still-
other girl, the other lawyer, she then needs to show how sharp she is and how she will use the law to get justice for her client. You will always find people like that who's pretty intelligent. And the guy who has done the crime most likely is rich. So he's trying to take the best lawyer, right?
Yeah,
so you are the best lawyer. He's going to grab the best lawyer to get the job done for himself. So obviously it is a moral issue also. If the lawyer is very good, some lawyers will say, hey, this is immoral. I know that you are wrong, so I'm not taking your case.
So exactly, that's what I'm saying. Richa Chadha was a good lawyer. She had the
morals. Even the guy, right? If they would have come to the guy, there will be some guys that will say, sorry boss, you have done something wrong, so I'm not taking your case. But they are trying to show reality of life. They will find some guy who's sharp, who's willing to fight. And how do you counter that?
Yeah, but here he said the dialogue that we are not here we are not here to bring justice and stuff. We are here to...
he just said we are in the business of law.
Not business of justice. He said we are not in business of justice. Right. We are here for... we are in business of law.
I think he said we are in the business of law. And it is true that justice system is blind. And if it is blind, he will use all the tools that he has to make his client win. So yes, there's a morality problem. This guy should not have taken the case.
Exactly, that's
but the point is, if everybody does that and they don't find a lawyer,
real life,
then system is not going to. So I think what they're trying to show is that every issue that has occurred, each side lawyer will need to be good. And each side lawyer will have to fight for their client.
In this case, she is not rich. As they said, she's a junior level costume designer or something. Right. So she cannot afford a really good lawyer. And obviously a really, really good lawyer will be someone who's going to take a lot of money. So this guy was able to afford it, but she's not. So in real life, that happens.
Right. The point here is, right, the guy who's pretty good, if he was a moral person, the moment the other guy said that, I did this, but I'm not going to admit.
He would have backed off.
If that guy was good, he would have backed off. He said,
I'm not taking this case because you did a crime and I cannot morally. I don't know how he's going to sleep in the night telling that the person who has suffered, he's letting this bad guy go and humiliating the person who's gone through so much in her life.
So a good lawyer, right, a guy who's very sharp and who's moral, he will say, now that I know that you have done something wrong, although there is a confidentiality agreement, I'm not going to release it to the world, but I cannot take your case.
I'll back off.
So these guys will be stuck with bogus lawyers and then they will most likely be beaten. I think it's a good movie that brings a lot of points across, and I see that this movie is going to do good for the community.
Yes.
And is going to make people aware and make them think on how they need to tackle the situation.
And it's also sending a message to the women also that if a situation, God forbid, happens, don't sit quietly. There will be struggles, but you need to be strong. This girl you look at the way she's answering back to these really, embarrassing questions. The way she's answering, she has...
this is a movie, so we don't know real life. Somebody's going to answer.
You need to have it. You need to have those...
I don't know. I think the flaw there was it should have been a female constable to begin with.
Oh yes, definitely.
That was a flaw over there. Female sub-inspector or something.
But this actually happens probably in India. They don't have a female,
whatever. You get it from some different district. You do whatever.
But it needs to be brought into...
It should be made a right.
Right. I think it probably should be, and it is, I'm guessing. Because that doesn't make sense, not having a right to have a female, taking your whatever you say.
Yeah, it should be a right. They have to arrange it. So.
But definitely a very nice movie. It has a message. It's, awakening the women, the people around, the society, the community. And it's not a movie that you can watch with your family. Yeah. So if we get a chance to watch it, just the two of us, we will definitely watch this movie. So I would give it a thumbs up, a definite watch, and a definite watch for you. So guys, pretty good movie with a message.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!